Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're new to Intuitive Perceptions, hello, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for rocking with me. All right, guys, so I just want to make a couple announcements before we kind of just get started and get into the gist of your guys' meal, just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. So planetary-wise, this month, Jupiter is in Scorpio and it's retrograde, right? So that's until July 10th. And we also have Saturn and Pluto are both retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn until September 6th, and Pluto is going to be until September 30th. Also, Uranus is going to go retrograde August 7th, and that's going to be in Taurus, but it'll retrograde back into Aries until January 6th, 2019. Also, Neptune will also be going retrograde this month from in Pisces from June 18th until November 24th. Also, guys, regarding the Lovegistics little special I was doing for you guys, I was going to record new love readings for you guys, but Spirit and my guides told me that those readings that are up there are good for May and June. So go ahead and check those out. There's a link in the description box. Also, guys, I kind of added a little thing here. If you check the description box, you guys can find the link to my Amazon wish list. Now, kind of thought this was kind of a good idea. Anyway, the link is there for you guys. If you guys would like to participate and maybe buy a deck that I'm interested in, I'll give you guys a reading, that comes with that purchase. So just go ahead and check the description box. There'll be a link there for the Amazon wish list. It's kind of a way to get a reading for a pretty good price. So check that out, guys, okay? Also, I added a new service to the website. It's called Career Crux. It's a career reading. So there's a link there in the description box as well to there. And also, guys, a donation link can also be found within the description box as well. So, yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys. Oh, yeah, this month we're also using the Postcards from Spirit, once again, by Colette Baron-Reid. And we're also using, as well, the Fountain Tarot for you guys' spreads this month. All right, let's go ahead and bless the decks and see what June has in store for you guys, all right? Father God, I open all channels of light, north, south, east, and west, guardian angels of the four directions, high councils who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks today. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and are intended to be. My Libra scales. In terms of traditional tarot, we have the Hermit card here, the Ace of Swords reversed, the 10 of Cups reversed, the 8 of Swords reversed, 5 of Wands, the Queen of Wands reversed, and here's your postcard and message from Spirit. I haven't seen the card yet, so we'll flip it over at the end and see what the message entails for you. You could be dealing maybe with a Virgo, maybe with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I'm really seeing here as of now. Sun, moon, or rising for those signs, or you can have that the signs within your chart as well. All right, Libra, I just want to let you know that as I was shuffling and laying out your spread here, I got a huge, huge ring in my left ear. I mean, this ring was so loud and so deep that it was like, woo! And I was like, whoa, like I was like, shit, oh, like it literally threw my whole concentration off. So I just wanted to relay that to you, and I feel like someone needs to hear a message in here. And I believe that it was someone's loved one that is here with me right now. I'm not sure. I haven't tuned into anything, but I just wanted to let you know that. All right. Okay, Libra. So what I'm seeing here is that something has transpired, Libra, where there's like a double-edged sword here. This pertains to a situation, Libra, that kind of like you didn't want to admit something that you're involved in or with for someone, and it's like a blessing in disguise, Libra, in terms of that you now are freeing yourself from this person, place, or thing, and it may have not worked out the way that you wanted it to, but you are now releasing yourself from it, and you're no longer putting yourself, Libra, in victim mentality or in victim mode here. Because I feel as though that there's a change here in how you're approaching things, because you want to approach things in an extremely berating manner. You want to approach things in a way that is like you feel cheated from this situation. You feel taken advantage of almost from this situation, because it's like you wanted this situation, person, place, or thing to work out, Libra, and you gave it all that you could, but it's ran its course, and you have seen over time that you can no longer save this situation, person, place, or thing. And it's coming to a point where there's a lot of arguments ensuing. There's a lot of contention that's building up, and you're seeing that it's bringing you out of your element, and it's making you feel very it's making you feel extremely frustrated. It's making you feel, there's a sense here where it's almost like it's making you feel regret a little bit. I don't know why I'm picking that up, where it's like regret for continuing as long as you have with this situation, person, place, or thing. And it's leading to fighting, it's leading to arguing, it's leading to discontentment. But it's almost as if, Libra, you know that you can approach the situation in a very ugly manner, But what's going on here, I feel, is that you are upset because, like I said, you feel left out, you feel cheated, you feel dishonored about this situation. But then at the same time, Libra, you know that this was kind of coming a little bit. And you also kind of know that pulling away from the situation and leaving the situation is actually what's best for you. It's almost as if you didn't want to be the one to make the decision, but the decision was made for you. I feel like God and Spirit put you within this situation so that you could pull out of it. And I think that you know this, that this is divinely guided. But what I like to see here, what I like that I see here, is the Eight of Swords reversed. So it's like you're not walking into those blades. You're not walking into misery anymore. But acceptance has either made its mark, or acceptance is about to come for you, Libra. Where it's one of those things where you're just like, damn. Well, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. And there's also an element here too where you want to keep this for yourself. It's like you feel cheated and you feel unworthy, I'm picking up, of keeping the situation together, but also you feel also like it being severed from your arms. You feel angry about that as well. But you're seeing the importance of this situation here. Acceptance is really coming in, and you're also going within and you're seeing that or you're realizing that it's time to walk away. It's time to lay your wands down, you know? It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to pack your bags and leave, in a sense, you know? I'm also picking up that this is not your first time around with this situation, person, place, or thing. And that's why I feel like acceptance is here. Acceptance has run its course, you know, and it's like, that's why it's not that you're not upset, but you've accepted this already, and you knew that it was coming. You were just trying to make sure that, you know, your slate was clean, in terms of that it wasn't you who was maybe contributing, or who was mostly contributing to this person, place, or thing. So going within and really coming to the conclusion that, I don't know, I just picked up at the top, it's lonely. I picked that up too right now, because the situation was non-committal. The situation has shown, or was shown from the beginning, I want to say, or at least from the beginning of trying again, if that's the case for you, that there was deception involved, you know. There was deceiving yourself. I'm picking up a little bit here too. And it's almost as if this non-committal situation ended up bringing clarity to you. But I'm really just feeling like you don't want to lead to self-sabotage any longer. And you know that if you continue on or moving forward with the situation as it is, it'll lead to that self-sabotage. It'll also lead to you cutting your connection off with God or Spirit, or you having to accept not having clarity. I'm feeling here that a decision hasn't really been made yet in terms of cutting yourself off from this, or cutting this cord of connection, but you have already. You're just going through the initial emotions of realization, of acceptance, of saying, you know what, like, there's nothing more that I can do. I have that key now, you know, and it's like, I gotta put that damn key in the damn door and just turn it and open the door and walk through it. And it's like you didn't want this clarity. But now you see, you know, like what happens when, or what can happen, I should say, when we choose to ignore our intuition, when we choose to just go along with things and say, you know what, it'll work itself out, in a sense, which I am a believer in that. But I'm also a believer in when God and Spirit puts us in certain positions to see certain things happen and work out the way that they do, we can then kind of, those types of situations where we're kind of forced to be placed in them, we remember them more. They're more, it's a memory that's built up that can remain at the fore of who we are, so that when a similar situation arises, we approach it differently. And then therefore, we know we've grown as an individual, we've grown spiritually, we've grown emotionally, where we no longer will accept walking into situations that are similar in context. And I feel like you now have the flashlight in terms of being in the dark. You know, you now have it in terms of you're looking around, you know, like you finally, you found the key. And even though this key wasn't exactly the most happiest key, but it's going to turn out to be. I don't know why the little quote came out right now that I usually sometimes use, you know, like, regarding a relationship, person, place, or thing, I always say, if you have to struggle between me and another person, don't choose me. I'm feeling like that's resonating here with this reading. But it's almost like you still want to fight for this situation, but you know that the other person, place, or thing is not fighting just as hard as you are. And that was the moment of clarity within the clouded situation. Interesting, Libra. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the spirit card over here, and let's see what they have for you. Excuse me. I can read it for you guys. If you can see it, cool, but in case you can, I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you guys. So Libra, it says, that's crazy, Libra. I just looked at the clock right now, and it said 555 on it. Look up that, Google angel number 555 and look that up. All right, Libra, the card says, or the postcards here says for you, dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now's the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. Just do it. Loving you so, so much. Yeah, Libra, it's interesting that it's talking about the game of life. Even though the situation doesn't seem like that, and I'm in no way, a spirit, God, or myself even, inclining that it's a game, but it just means like you have to be willing to do what's necessary for yourself in order for God and Spirit to come through to assist you and to bring you abundance. But the only person that's going to allow that to happen is you. And you have to put yourself in a position where that can be possible. And that's sort of like the game of life, where it's like, are we going to choose ourselves this time, or we're going to choose the unviable situation, person, place, or thing? Because this is not having fulfillment. This is not reaching. Okay, right now this is not fulfillment and this is not reaching your desired outcome. But if we make those proper decisions for ourselves that we know deep down inside we need to make, that's when we'll have the fulfillment, and then we'll reach the desired outcome. The desired outcome, Libra, is here for you. You just have to be the one to make that decision, and you have to be the one to tell yourself that you deserve more, because you do. But in order for abundance to find you, you have to open up the door for abundance to come through. And that starts with your decision to open that door up and to allow abundance to come through. But you won't know which door to open up, Libra, if you don't have all the ingredients necessary to make that abundance, And I feel as though that God and Spirit are pushing you to have all of the ingredients to allow that abundance to come through and that fulfillment to come through. And you have to go, like it said, the extra mile, because you're doing it for yourself. All right, Libra, stay strong, and I know you got this. And maybe, just time to choose you this time, and that's okay. All right, Libra, we'll see you next month.